Well, good morning and welcome to this special Island Stat Sports Talk. I'm your host, Earl Basting. Joining me is Mark Lowry, the RNA Regional Managing Director for golf. First of all, welcome to Bermuda, sir.
Thank you very much. Always a pleasure to be
All
here.
right. Good. Let's get into, because the region that you take care of obviously is quite a large region. When we talk about Latin America, the Caribbean, and so forth. But what has been most challenging for you in your role thus far?
Well, our template is grow the game.
Hmm.
Hopefully, um, make the region grow in numbers, um, and whilst we're at it, make the region grow in terms of high performance and our top athletes making it into the world rankings and winning as bigger championships as they can. So it's a pretty wide scope, and hopefully it's something that we get all affiliates of the RNA to aspire to joining the quest to become more and better.
Sure. One of the challenges, I mean, from the outside looking in, is that, and you could say many sports are like this, but it's quite, it can be a bit costly to play golf, which kind of um, hinders some less able to afford it but more talented. How do we as a region kind of work to bring costs down for a round of golf, or even 9 holes of golf, to kind of encourage those who might not be able to afford 3 rounds a week to get involved and maybe more talented?
Good question. The reason we work with the national federations is precisely to find ways to make golf more accessible and more inclusive.
Hmm.
And here in Bermuda, you are, I will say, particularly blessed with a 18-hole public course and a 9-hole public course, which means they're open to the public.
Yes.
And this certainly makes for a greater chance of accessing a game that in some parts of the world is more difficult to access and more remote. But I certainly think that you have a brilliant chance here, and I know the Federation is working hard to achieve those goals and make these opportunities available for more young young children in Bermuda.
Hmm. Definitely. Yeah. I only ask that because I know you go around and you would actually probably have that same question or similar question around the region because of the challenges of public golf courses. Give us your opinion of Port Royal and Ocean View, the two that you've mentioned.
Well, I mean, Port Royal is a fully fledged uh, golf course with everything it takes to be a very appetizing golf course to play on. Um, um, I know that anything that is public sometimes struggles to get the right funding, and probably Port Royal is suffering a little bit there. But hopefully, the authorities that are in charge are aware that Port Royal offers more to Bermuda than meets the eye. If you have a public facility such as Port Royal in really good nick, that means you're also going to engage the tourism industry, not only locals that aspire to play golf. And this, over a period of time, should produce a revenue that should allow you to have that course in really good condition. So I think the beauty of having a public facility of that quality only adds to the challenge of having that facility in tip-top condition, and I'm sure that can be achieved through good management and um, making it well known that this course is available to all.
Mhm.
So I think you have a huge opportunity there. As for Ocean View, which I visited yesterday, I was most impressed with the potential that course has. It does, in my mind, require something essential to have a golf course in proper condition, and that is water. That
Yeah.
course desperately needs to access water. And I would encourage all authorities that have any chance of helping that we all point our guns at the same objective, which
Mhm.
is providing a golf course with water. Once a golf course has water, that steady flow will allow you to develop a place and turn it into something that is in good condition throughout the year, and
Sure.
you're not concerned about dry spells and the effect this can have on a golf course. So I
Mm.
think the potential for Ocean View is tremendous. I think it's a wonderful facility in terms of the history it has, how it developed, the integration that has taken place. I saw kids playing there yesterday, and I loved the fact that this place has some history behind it that can be used to transmit a really positive message about how sport integrates. So here again, Bermuda blessed with not one but two places that could be turned into world-class facilities, each trying to achieve their own goal. I can see Ocean View being a tremendous asset to the community, a tremendous way for a beginner to learn golf.
Mhm.
I know the Federation, and we can help the Federation, the local Golf Federation, do a lot of good there. And I'm sure that if we can bring the government in one way or another, we will hopefully within a short period of time have a first-class facility for beginners at Ocean View and a fully fledged golf course at Port Royal. So I repeat, you guys are blessed.
And what are the key trends you're seeing in the golf industry, especially in our region?
Well, I think one of the first things that hits you is golf today transcends that model that people have in their minds of a game for old people. Yeah,
Hmm.
golf has long left that behind. It is a vibrant game, and anyone that watched the Masters on television on the weekend
Yes.
can understand what I'm talking about when I say vibrant, because we were all on the edge of our seats, seeing Rory McIlroy lose and win, then
Yeah,
lose and
yeah, yeah. Almost
win. So,
disaster.
if anyone had a chance of seeing that, it doesn't require much explaining. But
Right.
um, I think since Tiger Woods came into the world of golf became cool,
Yes.
and younger people realized that there was a lot more to golf than they'd heard about.
Right.
And today, golf is a vibrant sport throughout the world. It's probably the individual sport played by most people around the world.
Right.
We're in excess of 100 million golfers in the world today. And I think our job at the R&A and our affiliates, like the Bermuda Golf Association, is to open doors, to facilitate access, to be inclusive. We're very keen to see women join the game. If you look at the roster of who play golf in our region, it's mainly been a male game, and I
Yes.
think the potential to grow through the inclusion of women is phenomenal. And if we embrace this opportunity, I think those 100 million will turn into many million more around the world with the inclusion of women.
Yeah. 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 Well, you mentioned the growth. But what are some of these strategies for attracting new players to the sport, particularly among the younger demographic and the women?
Well, I think the first thing we have to make coaches and everyone involved in the industry understand is golf has to be fun first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
To be able to engage, it needs to be something that attracts the younger generations, and they feel comfortable, and they feel the enjoyment of being able to play golf. The time will come for them to become more serious about it, and I'm certainly a believer in embracing sport as at all levels, and as often and as widespread as you can. Play everything, and if eventually golf becomes your game and you want to get good at it, there are ways of doing that. And our affiliates, the federations, have the tools, have the channels, and can provide the championships and the incentives for these younger people to take the game to another level if they wish so. But I think basically it's got to start being part of a program that is entertaining, that is fun, that is engaging, that includes the family. I think that golf is a game that provides certain things that others don't, and one of them is you can have a family outing where dad, mum, and two kids can play golf,
Mm-hmm.
spend 5 hours together on a golf course. A luxury today that many parents struggle to do in terms of having that contact for
Yeah.
a prolonged period of time, and you can actually talk and enjoy an afternoon by doing something together. So it's not all about making champions out of each golfer that joins the game.
Mm-hmm.
Some will be champions, some will not. But there's certainly a lot to be said about the values of golf and how it can affect your life. And I think the other aspect that is of great interest is it's a game that allows for a lot of longevity. You can start playing golf at 5, and you can be playing golf at 95. And
Right.
there are not that many sports that allow that either.
That's true. So true. And what role do you see for technology in helping to grow the sport?
Well, technology has impacted golf tremendously. I mean, there's no way anyone can deny this. It's facilitated the game. It's made it easier because technology allows us to use clubs that are easier to play with, balls that fly more, shafts that are years ahead of what I used to play with when I started the game. And everything is there to make this easier. And it's so good that it's that way. Golf is not an easy game to learn. That's a fact. Proper coaching, proper equipment all help to make it easier. And certainly that the evolution we've seen in the last 10, 15 years is fantastic. How the industry has provided us with tools to make the game easier is something that needs to be stressed. There's been a lot of investment. There's been a lot of investment in technology to make the game easier, and I think we see the fruits of that evolution today. And there's costs of equipment have come down dramatically, making it a lot easier to acquire proper golf equipment, and making it more accessible to everyone that wants to join the game.
Yeah. Do you see any modified or plans to modify or adapt the rules of golf to better suit the needs of maybe amateurs or just those recreational players?
I think one of the easiest ways to adapt, as you mentioned, is we have the benefit of being able to make the course longer or shorter, wider or not wider. Unlike other sports where, I mean, tennis is the size of the court is what it is.
Mhm.
The benefit of golf today is if our coaches do their job properly and clubs do their job properly, we can put a player on the right length course for his ability. And handicap is the other wonderful tool that makes us all equal in a way. And a top player can play a player with a handicap, and they can have a game and enjoy it because the handicap is a great equalizer. So golf can adapt to your level of ability. It's always said, and it is a great truth, you can be tall, small, fat, thin, any size will fit golf, yeah. And we can all enjoy golf. And this is, I think, another of the magic things about the game. You don't need any particular ability,
Right.
and it makes the game very inclusive from that point of view. And as I say, when you can start playing at an early age, and whether you're good at it or not, you can have fun for 90 years. I'm okay with that.
Right. What let me think. Last question. What is your perspective on the unique challenges and probably opportunities for golf in Bermuda?
Well, as I mentioned, I think Bermuda is in a privileged position in that it has relatively easy access to golf through the public facilities already in existence. This is a gold mine in terms of where Bermuda is placed relative to other countries who really have a bigger struggle because these public facilities are not available. So I think if Bermuda is smart enough to understand this gift they have, and make the best of these opportunities available, I'm banking on Bermuda being a country that creates impact in the region in terms of producing top players. The opportunity is there. And I think that the country, not only because of these particular golfing facilities you have, but I think that the whole island has an environment that is conducive to golf growing. You certainly have the weather and a lot going for you. So I'm really very positive about what I see in the future for Bermuda golf. It's a question of having all the parties involved in making the game grow, embrace it together, in setting out proper planning. And as I say, this goes beyond impacting the game of golf on the island. I think you also have an opportunity of impacting the game and the game engaging and impacting on tourism. And if the word gets spread that you can come to Bermuda and enjoy a great holiday and also play golf. When I say there are 100 million golfers in the world, this is a number that needs to be recognized, and think that an island that depends to a certain extent on tourism can improve the opportunities offered to that tourists when they come here. So they come here and enjoy all you already have, and the quality of the island that offers already what it has. If you can, on top of that, throw top class golf facilities or beginner facilities, I think it adds an enormous value to Bermuda as an island, as a country, and as a tourist destination, as well as being one place where golf should thrive very soon.
Yeah. I did say one last question, but yeah, this one, as the regional managing director, what do you find most rewarding about your work?
I enjoy being part of growing this game. I believe golf impacts people in more ways than just sport. I think, especially for younger people in a world where sometimes we lose track of values, golf teaches you a lot about yourself as well as making you a better golfer. It's one of the few sports that is self-regulated. We don't need a referee in golf. You will call your penalties on yourself as they occur on the course, and this is part of the ethos of golf. And together with it comes a lot of learning around the game, and many of those teachings that golf provides are worthy to make you successful in life, to be honest, to be the integrity the game requires, I think translates very neatly into making you a better person. And if golf can help by touching people that play the game, can make you a better person, well, I'm all for it.
All right. Well, Mark, thank you very much for joining me this morning. Hopefully your visit here rewards the Bermuda Golf Association even more opportunities to get their golfers playing more regional golf as well as local golf, but into the region. And of course, the sport grows not only on the island, but in the region as well. So thank you very much for your time coming to Bermuda, and thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you for taking the time. Amplifying the message of golf is not always easy, and certainly these opportunities help. So thank you as well.
All right. Enjoy the rest of your stay in Bermuda.
Thank you very much.
Okay.